Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Maya Jem. I am an event planner. I am a customer service, customer experience, sales and marketing coach, and I will be taking a few I wouldn't call it classes, but then just to inspire people because we live on inspiration these days, I tell you. So I will be taking some time to put out some words of inspiration, some knowledge that I have, and pass it on because it's of no use to have knowledge and just carry it around and not share when there are millions of people that need that knowledge. So I will just run you through how it's gonna go. I'm going to talk about different topics at different times. You would see the topic on the title of the post whenever it comes. And first thing first, introduction, and then secondly, icebreaker. I'm just going to answer a random question, and then after that, we go straight to the topic of the day. So stay tuned, stay with me, subscribe if you haven't, so that you can get more of this inspiration. Okay, let's get into it, guys. So I would say my biggest regret in life is letting the fear of failure hold me back. Fear of failure hold me back. So I wouldn't say I am not happy with where I am today, but I feel like I would have been in somewhere even greater right now if I had not let fear to hold me back and kill some of the dreams I had, which are beginning to come back to life. Thank God for inspirations, for wisdom, and for understanding. Moving on, we're going to talk about the major causes of failure. Yes, so I am a reader. I read a lot. Not that I was born with it, not that it was something that I always loved, but it was something that I did learn to love somewhere along the line in life. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. I'm going to talk about the 30 major causes of failure. I'm not saying we're going to finish it all today, but we're going to talk about at least one or two. It talks about the unfavorable hereditary background, which is very true, especially in Africa. You see people that are born poor. I'm sorry to say, most of them eventually die poor because that mentality is already there, which is a very terrible one. You born poor, you die poor. Those kind of people, I wouldn't blame them. According to the book I've read, it says that it is the hardest to cure. Like, okay, there is cause and there are cure. But then for this cause of failure, this hereditary background, like the unfavorable hereditary background, I agree because those people, they have a certain kind of mentality that is not easy to change. However, if you're willing, you can, and you can get a cure for that kind of failure. That is why you see a few people that have actually started up in that kind of background, but eventually they broke out of it and they became very, very prominent people in the world. I'm sure in your head you're thinking about one or two people that you might have seen their biographies or you might have heard their stories. Yeah, I know a few of them like that. So they broke out of that yoke, I would put it that way. And it starts from what? Self-discovery. I have stated the cause of failure. That is the unfavorable hereditary background. That is your childhood, the family you came out from, the environment you grew up in. Those things, they can mold an individual. So yeah, we have discovered that. First of all, you have to discover that, okay, who am I? What is impacting my life? What are those things that are causing me to fail? As per my background, is it my family? Is it my friends? Is it the environment I grew up in? Because those things will shape you. To be honest, they shape individuals' lives if you're not careful. That is why they talk about influence. If you don't have a mind of your own, you can easily be influenced. Even if you have a mind of your own, your environment will shape you at some point in time. So that is why people advise you to work with people that at least have that mindset of growth, people that have made it, people that want to make it, not those that have the mentality of, oh, let me just see what to eat. At least if I see breakfast, if I see lunch or dinner, I'm good. If I have money to pay my rent, I'm good. That's because it's what they have grown up with. That's why you see some people, have you noticed some people, they actually go to schools even outside of their environment, outside of their background, outside of that influence that they have. They go to school, they even go as far as the university, but the mentality is still the same because they have not embarked on that journey of self-discovery. Who am I and what do I want to become? No, I'm not going to let my environment shape me. I'm not going to let the people around me shape me. I'm going to think for myself and I'm going to know what I want. Once you discover yourself, you now have that desire. We talk about self-discovery and then you talk about the desire. I have discovered myself. What are my potentials? I know that, oh, I am able to do this, I'm able to do that. I can easily solve problems. I am intelligent. I can talk well with people. You have discovered that. So number 2 is the desire to want more. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You have to have that desire. It is not enough to discover, oh, okay, I have this potential. Okay, I can go above this background that I'm in. Okay, I can go above this influence, but whatever, I'm not interested. There is that. And there is the I can and I will. I can and I will. That is the desire. So it doesn't just end there. You have to now have faith. You have your desire, then you have your faith. Faith in I will do it. Faith in I can do it. And then from that faith, you begin to organize your plans. Have a plan. Have a goal. You have discovered yourself. You now have a desire, a burning desire for growth. Now you have the faith. But faith without work is useless. So the next thing to do is have an organized plan. Plan your life. How am I going to do this? Oh, there is something that you love to do. Begin to plan. How do I achieve it? Oh, I want to have a career in XYZ, maybe let's say marketing, for example. I want to grow my career in marketing. I want to get to the top, to what's the highest position in marketing, the chief marketing officer. I want to get up until that position. Where do I start from? How do I start? You begin to plan. Plan your life. Plan for that career you want. Plan for that growth you want. So outside the planning now, you have done that. You have made a plan, a very tangible plan, organized plan. It starts with, okay, you have constructed a nice CV. What's the starting position? What's the start level? Or what level do you think you're qualified for? Is it the mid-level? Organize your CV according to it. Then begin to do the work. Doing the work, sending out your CVs, looking out for organizations that are in need of your service at that point in time, and not giving up. You have made your plans. Now begin to execute. Execute the plan. And while you're executing that plan, stay away from negativity. That's the background we're still talking about here. Stay away from negativity. Even if it is your father, if it is your mother, if it's your brother, if it's your sister, your friends, whoever it is that is going to bring in negative energy that would stunt that growth and that burning desire that you have and that plan that you have made, please cut them off. I'm not saying disown your family or what, but then give that space for your own mental health, for you to be able to achieve that which you have laid out to. So just give them a break. Because that one word of that place, I remember those days when I was starting out in my career then, and then I felt like, okay, from the influence of them say and hearsay, oh, marketing is the money thing, but then there's another quote of, oh, marketers, these are close. Marketers, they are hoes. Oh, they are immoral people. They are this, they are that. That was there. And there was the marketers, they are actually the leaders in the industry. They are people that make the money, they are this, that. So I chose the one I wanted to stick with. I did not choose the part of they are hoes, they are this, they are that, the negative part. I stuck with the one that says they are the what? Leaders. They are the movers and the shakers. I stood by that word. And then I began to work on myself and my career for it, based on the positive. So the people around you, I want to start working in the bank. Bank, okay. Those people, I heard they don't used to pay them well. Oh. What are you doing in the bank? They say, those people, bank people, they used to use them. Oh, they used to do this. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm using that. But then, such things will just kill that morale you have. It will kill your energy. So you stay away from it. That's why you hear that people tell you, do not let your plans out. Let people see the result. The person that said that knew what he or she was saying. So don't let out the plan. Don't tell people, I want to do this, I want to do that. No, let them see you doing it. Let them see the result. That way, they cannot come and start bringing in that negative vibe or influence, because you have done it already. There is no way they can leech on anything again and try to distract you or whatever. It's not going to be possible anymore. So stay away from negative influence, stay away from negative energy, fully concentrate on what you want to do. And I assure you that that family background, that yoke, because in church that's what we call it, that evil yoke will be broken. So yeah, that's it for our first major cause of failure. It's the unfavorable hereditary background, which can be broken. So don't give up on yourself yet. And see you again on our next episode with the next cause of failure.